Okay, so like this is schedule, our new feature in the application. You will have it since the next Wednesday, so you will not find it like after this webinar. You will not find it in an app yet, but it will appear next Wednesday. We call it scheduler. Sometimes you can find it like under the title timeline view, but we will like to stick to like the word scheduler. The purpose of this feature is that we know that there is a need for some like more detailed overview of shifts you created in your system, and also the shift occupancy. So I will just start with like the basic principle of this scheduler, and that's that you have overview of all the shifts which you created in a system. So, for example, this, as you can see, this calendar, I can set here, for example, 14 days and see everything which will happen in the 14 days. For example, in a like nearest future. Also, I can maybe some of you will need to see like the same exact thing, but from the staff point of view, which means the occupancy and also who will be where on like specific dates. So you can see this is by the way, all of this is like some demo data I have. So none of these people actually really exist. So for example, we can see that William Watchman will be on Friday on 2nd on a shift which is called Irish Open. So that's like these two like views are kind of like basic usage of this scheduler. So you can always check like people and on which shift they will be, or you can, if you will like move the list of people like completely down, you can see all of the shifts which will happen in a foreseeable future. You can also have like 31 days, 7 days, or you can use control and you can adjust it as you want. So it depends on you how you want to use it. Okay, now I will show some basic settings here. We call them view settings. You have display format here, which is like simplified. That's what you can hear, what you can see here, which means you just see like which shift happens, which day, and that's it. Also, you can have something we call time view, and you will see the specific time range of every shift. But for the purposes of this webinar, I will use just a simplified version because it has better visibility for you via Google Meets. Okay, another settings are you can choose what like information about the specific shift you want to see. So for example, I don't need company and client and order name. So I will just leave their location and job name. So you can see I have just location and the job name. That's it. Also important is, and something you will probably use the most also, is show positions, which is I now set it on none. You can see it. You have just a number of people who should be there and who are not there. But you can choose from other options. For example, extended, which is like the most detailed. You can see all the positions in a shift, and you can see who is on a specific position on a shift. So that's like that's the view settings, and you can use this or one of the like advantages of this feature is that you can right from here allocate stuff to a specific shift. I think that's the one of the best advantages of this. So for example, I will zoom like for one day, which is Saturday 27th. I see that I have two empty positions here, so I can take the staff list, and I can easily allocate any staff member I want on each position. Yeah, sorry, it just takes some time because I'm sharing the screen. And also, I can easily sign off any person from the shift. So I can do this like again and make the positions empty again. So that's I would say the best new feature regarding scheduler. You can easily, when you just check the overview, and you can easily allocate stuff. But of course, sometimes it gets a bit more difficult. So I will show you, for example, when you just don't care about one specific shift, but maybe like 3 days or 4 days. So now I will show you how to use some advanced filters here in a scheduler. So for example, I prepared, for this view, I will just use compact show positions option because we want to have like better overview. So for example, I want to take care of like some jobs which happen between 1st and 3rd of February. And I care only about some concert in O2 Universum and Irish Open security. So I can use some filters just to see exactly what I want. So this is a filter for shifts. So I can filter only orders I want to see, which is this concert O2 Universum and Irish Open security. So now I filtered the whole timeline only like to 2 orders, and now I can allocate stuff there. But of course, I want to just see because, of course, in my demo data I have like 15 people there, but you probably have a few hundreds in your system, so you can also filter staff members here. So sorry, not birth date. I want to filter their availability. So I will do it, for example, from 31st of January to 4th February, and yeah, that's okay. And like choose people who are not really working during this given time range. So now I have here only people who are available on this date. So now I know that I can allocate any of them to any shifts I really need. So I can put Sarah here, and I can put, for example, Rob here. This is if someone is using confirmation feature in our system, you can set it by default here, which means that every staff member will receive information and question if they want to confirm their attendance on this shift or not. So yeah, that's it, and that's like I would say the main usage of this timeline view. Of course, the filters are not completed yet, but some like new columns will appear soon here, and I think for some of you will be really important to filter based on, for example, supervisors. So I can put their supervisor Anthony. So all of the shifts which has this supervisor will appear here, or I can do the same thing with order manager. And you can see only the shifts in orders which have order manager Anthony will appear here. And actually, that's it from what I wanted to show today. As I said, you will have access to the schedule next Wednesday, and just please beware. This is really like a first version of it, and actually, I'm presenting it to you because we expect some feedback about it, and we will, of course, expand the functions of this scheduler. I can already say some like features we know that we will add soon to this scheduler, which is, for example, and that's an important one, it will be possible to save some like specific view, like specific settings. So you can always and you will just save it, and you can always open it. You can always open the things, the options you saved. So you will always see what you really want to see. You will not start like in a 0.0, as someone would say. Also, applicants are not there yet, but they will be there soon, definitely. And in the future, we would like to have possibility that you could allocate also like multiple stuff to one shift, because now you have to do it like one by one, but in the future it will be possible to do it in a bulk. And yeah, and that's all from me. And if you have some questions, please ask us.
Okay, thanks, Cyril. That's great. Just kind of a brief overview, a couple good demonstrations and best use cases. So I just want to open it up again to the audience. I know Cyril just invited all of us to kind of ask some questions. So you can either write some into the chat and I'd be happy to read them out and we'll answer them to the best of our ability right now. We'll get back to anyone who maybe the question is a little bit more complex. We can get back to you on an individual basis. So if anyone would like to ask a question, you can unmute and kind of join the conversation, or I can see we already have one in the chat, so I'll address that one now. Will it be possible to show the invoice inventory items on the display?
Actually, we did not think about this, but it's a good point, I would say. I will write it down and we will then discuss it with our team, because that's a good point. Invoice inventory item on the display, but I can see something which maybe is like similar topic, and that's if I will, for example, click on any shift, you can see some detail here, but this is like really basic one. But in the future, it should like look more and more like if you have like any job detail or order detail. So maybe we will then put there some like invoice and inventory items also. But this is just like really basic, and this will like probably week by week we will have more and more information here. So in the end, it will look like any job view. So that's maybe my answer. Would it be possible to select to view finances in this format? We are not planning to do this, but yeah, it's not in the plan yet. Maybe it will be in the future, but for now, I'm saying no. Definitely in a foreseeable future, no. But we will see, of course, later how it will go. Also, I wanted to mention two things. One of them is like translation of this feature. Like since the next Wednesday, it will be just in English, and we are working on our translations, and soon it should be translated. But probably, very likely, next Wednesday it will be in English. We'll try our best, but very likely it will be just in English. So it's for like of the people who are from not from Britain, we can say. And also, just please beware that it's like the first version, and we are working on it. and we appreciate some feedback from you.
Okay, great. I think that's all the questions from the chat. And just one last time, thank you for joining us. And we look forward to hearing a little bit more from you.